To make Irish crochet background netting, you will need to have a petting board. The base of it is made out of foam. You will have to have a lot of pins, a lot of them. I cannot even say 100 is enough. The more, the better you have, the better it is. You will have to have position all your motifs face down, and after you place them face down, you pin them, all motifs, to the pad. Secure them this way, and you're ready to crochet. So you have to pick up a thread that you will crochet with the netting. We recommend, when you're just beginning to crochet, you're new to the Irish crochet lace, pick up the thread for the netting number 10, and of course recommended hook for that particular thread is number 1.5 millimeters, I think, but you can take smaller hook for the purpose to make it tight. Your thread has to be really tight. And so practice with thread that is much thicker. For this project I'm taking number 20, Lisbeth number 20, but this is too thick for the thread, because you will need to have much thinner thread, 60 and up to 80 number in DMC, the tetting thread. 12 also will be good when you're beginning to crochet. It will look nice. But when you start and learning, don't even try with very fine thread. It is very complicated and not very easy to do when you are not ready. So the thread is ready for making crochet netting. Insert into the needle and weave in the end. Secure this thread into the motif, any motif, it does not matter which one you choose. Hide it in such a way that it will not be visible. Behind, under the stitches that visible to you, make sure don't poke the motif, because your motif, like mine here, is light. If you work with different colors, you need to be very careful how you weave in the ends. If it is the same color thread, then you don't have to really worry much, but still make sure not to poke through the motif. And after you're done with the thread, you can cut that piece off, because you don't need this anymore. The thread itself that you use for netting, always put behind the petting board in some small bowl, vase, that it will not fly everywhere in your room. Now we're ready to crochet netting. So pick up the hook, and the way I hold the hook, it's like you hold in a knife. When you crochet motifs, you hold in the hook this way. When you crochet the netting, you have to hold it like a knife. So I want you to pay attention to the way I move my hands, hook and thread. So first I will come and I'll pick up, I'll insert the hook first into 2 strands of thread on the back of the motif and pull through the stitch. So you have the first stitch to start with. When you crochet, and we're ready to make first chain. When you will crochet, you will have to help with left hand to throw the thread on the hook. like this. And you move your work like this, you see? So you throw the thread and you move the hook with the thread to the right, and then front, back, like this. This is long enough. I didn't count how many. I think I made 5 stitches. It's long enough. We can connect this piece, this stitch, the last stitch, to the next position on the motif right here. Try to always grab a couple, few more strands of thread from the motif, not just one. Sometimes it's not easy at the beginning. So connect, every time you connect your new chain that you just made, connect to the next motif or in the same motif with a slip stitch. So now we connected the chain to the same motif on another spot, and we're making another chain. The length of the chain have to be all the time different. 3 to 5 to 6, sometimes to 10 stitches. It does not matter. Right now, what I'm going to do, I will connect this chain to the previous chain with triple crochet. There's a technique to connect to prevent this chain to be on the way as you crochet. You can put the needle pin right in front of the chain like this, and kind of on an angle that it will not bother you as you crochet. Turn your work a little bit, pick up the thread, make yarn over, another yarn over for the triple crochet, and insert the hook under the arch or under the chain. Throw the thread on the hook, and you're ready to crochet triple crochet. Again, yarn over. You made your first step for triple crochet. Let's go again. And there is another technique that crocheters like to do. After the last 2 stitches left, you insert the hook this way inside the arch, right over there, and crochet these 3 stitches together. The reason we're doing this, normally you don't do it in a normal crochet, in a normal netting, but in Irish crochet, if you want your netting to be perfect, it's nice to do this little tricks simply because, and I'll tell you why, you don't want any thread hanging anywhere. Now we can make again. You can make longer chain. I think I made first time 5 or 6, now I can make it longer. Can be very small to very big arches, spaces in between, depends what you're making. Again, triple crochet. Again, put the pin in front of the arch like this, and I would crochet one more time right into this place. like this. Every time you feel very uncomfortable crocheting your chain of netting, you can always move it around a little bit to make it more comfortable for you, and make sure that the thread is in front of you. This time you can make shorter chain right here, and we can come and crochet or connect this chain to this particularly place, this arch. It will be a smaller arch. Very careful at the very end of the, be very careful here. You don't want to lose your stitches. So make sure that one section of your netting is kind of small, another will be bigger. We can again connect to the same place right here. And again, you can connect with triple crochet, you can connect with double crochet, and you can connect your chains to the previous chains with single crochet also. Depends what you're making, but the best is, of course, and more common is double and triple crochet. I like to poke my arches a couple times to see where I will poke them later and make a new double crochet stitch, a triple crochet. And there's one more thing you have to remember, that you cannot make, when you make shape your sections, it cannot be square or triangle. Again, it makes sense to connect. And you cannot go only one direction, you can rotate a lot of times. I will put my needle like this, and I will crochet into this spot right here, right over there. Triple crochet. Again, chain. somewhere 5 I think I have, and I can connect to this previous arch right here. That's what I'm aiming for. So put this needle in front. Now I always kind of put it on an angle, that way it's not on the way, because it's really frustrating when they come in when they're on the way and you cannot crochet very well. This time I'm just using double crochet. You change height and size of each arch. So I'm down here and I can connect. Right over here I can make one more stitch. You see, now I made chain out of 3 stitches, and I can connect to this petal here, to the flower, and because it's a petal, I'm going in the base of the petal. That way I will not ruin the look of the flower itself. I will throw the... You saw that I took my hook out of the chain. Now I reconnect chain and the hook. Every time you have to pull the thread through the new place to connect, the best thing to do to move your thread to the back and move the stitch out. Now it's in, throw the thread on the hook and make new chain for 5, 6, 7. Probably 7 will be enough. And what I'm going to do, I will connect to this place where I was before. I'm coming this way now. So what I will do, I will put my needle in here. I will take another needle and put this right in front of my arch that I made, the chain, and I will make triple crochet into this spot, into this area right here. It goes much faster when you don't do video, but at the same time it's good that I'm not fast, because you have chance to look at details, and I think that when you learn something, it's nice to have a good slow motion video that you can see how was it made, because when you do it fast, it's like how in the world you can learn. Now this new chain that I just made is long enough to connect to this element right here, to this motif. It's easy, you can connect to it in many ways. You can connect with stitch, double crochet stitch, or you can connect this way. Take your hook out, move the hook into the left hand, and I will secure my motif in one more spot, because it's kind of moving, because I have only one. And it's metallic thread, so it's quite a challenge to move the hook in there. Reconnect put the chain back on the hook and pull this chain through motif. Like this. It's connected to the motif. Now you can move your hand, hook into the right hand, turn around your work, again put the hook into this stitch you just made, make sure to make chain. Now you cannot allow your motifs move, so it looks like two pins is not enough to secure this thing, so I just put 3. pins in there. I feel much more comfortable this way. Now I made a chain. You can make shorter chain to connect to the same place. Those needles on a way, you can always put them away like this. Insert the hook into the motif, make this chain shorter, and just attach the chain to the motif on the another spot, another place. And chain again. Your chain can be 3 stitches right here, and it makes sense to connect right over there. So to connect, again, turn around your work in such a way that that this arch where you will connect will be upside down, down, not upside down, but down. And you can make triple crochet right in here. So this is basically how you make crochet netting. One more time. Chain. You can connect over there, or we can connect right into this arch. And I'm trying to think what is best. I probably will connect in here. So I'll put again the pin in the front of the arch or chain, like under the angle, like this. It will not be on the way. I remove this pin and I will crochet in here. You can make triple crochet there. Make sure that your stitches are and move your crochet hook like I do on the circular motions and make another chain. I made 3 stitches because I always start with small chain and then I see if I need it longer. So we have this chain right here. I can connect to this place right there. And how I connect, I will make one more chain and just attach my flower. We can move the hook, put it in the left hand, insert the hook into the flower from the left like this, then position, move the stitch on the hook, thread behind and move the motif, the chain through. You can also secure this way. You're done here. So we can crochet this direction, we can crochet here. We need to connect this netting, this place also. Now this doesn't look like a very good, look like square more, right? But you will connect here again and it will become again a different shape. You can also connect here in both places. So let's see how it will look like. If you, yeah, you can connect here and there, and it will become a different shape. So you just manipulate those kind of things. So let's continue and see how it will look like. Well, let's make, we will come here to. Now, I want also to warn you, when you crochet your chains, make sure that they are tight. Three. I can connect my flower, my chain, to this petal right here. I'm trying to find the base of the petal, the chain, here it is, to connect this way, and connect always with a slip stitch. And if it's moving, whatever you just made, just poke it with a needle and you will be fine. Now you can connect right there. One more chain, put the hook down, rotate your work. And we can connect right here, right in this place, with triple crochet. Chain of 5 stitches, and I will put the needle pin right in front of it, and I will crochet right in there, in this spot right here that's available with triple crochet. And if I see this kind of gap in here that the thread is hanging behind, in between, this is what I was telling you. I bring my hook in there and I crochet all 3. This is the place where you have to be very cautious and very careful not to lose your stitch. So here it is, this place is, we can secure it like that. At least I like to secure this shape of my netting, because I don't want squares, don't want triangles. I already see where to insert the next stitch and so on. So now I will rotate. And I will connect to this flower right here. And again I can pick up the needle pin, put it like this. And connect to the flower right here. Pick up few. They sometimes really stubborn, you don't let your hook go inside, so help your hook with your hands. and continue. I lost that. Probably I have to make a little bit longer chain. That's enough. The important part not to poke through the whole big hole through this motif, because you don't want to see the connecting netting thread on the other side of your motif. Now there's another important part about Irish crochet. When you crochet and you on this side, but you have to be on this side, you don't have necessarily to cut the thread all the time. Just the easiest part will be to crochet chain, connect to the motif, flower in my case, with a slip stitch, and move your with chains down this direction. We also can close here, we can come in this area and start doing something over here. Let's try this. So you can connect right there or right here. I'm trying to think if I connect it in the right place. I need to get in this place, so I'm too far. So the best probably way to come this direction. Connect here. Makes sense to come crochet in here, and because this is a petal, I look for the chain, base chain. I feel like I separated the thread. Sometimes you can separate the thread. What I mean by that, when you take a thread itself that you crochet hook with, netting with separated pieces of thread is not good. It just can break, and you have to be very careful not to poke too much. Okay, now again we can make chain. 1, 2, and if your flower is moving too much, put the pin in there. 4, 5 could be a good length. I will make 6, and this time I will connect to this area right here. So I turn it a little bit. It's easier to get in like this. You can put something in here, it will not bother you, and finish your triple crochet. One, two. So look, I made 2 stitches, this hole kind of big, so we can always undo this if you don't like it. I honestly don't like this big hole, so I'm going to undo my netting. And what I will do, I'm going to crochet instead. Instead I was crocheting here, I will crochet in this area right here. There's arch. With double crochet into this spot. We'll see what happens. And I am not satisfied even with this one. That could be okay. If I will make small section, I think I will be fine. And we will see in a minute. Yeah, I don't like this right here, whatever happened. So I'll have to redo it again. So you have to play with this as you learn how to make it. So I came back to that place. You can help this with a needle. If the stitch became too small and you cannot insert the hook in there. So what I did, I probably moved to the wrong place my chain. So I want you to see all this struggles and pluses and ups and downs with as you go, because otherwise you will not learn. There are a lot of thinking involved in this. How you position and reposition your pins and change sometimes direction of the seems to be I don't have any other choice but to make something this direction or this way. So so I probably will stuck with this. And make it here anyway. As soon as I have a good shape of so now we can connect to the motif this round part in any way you want. You can connect to it with slip stitch, or just this way like I showed you. When you remove the hook from the chain, insert it into the motif and pick up the chain again and move it through. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can come back this direction so you can make longer. 4, 5, 6. Now we can put the needle back in there and crochet. Or probably it's too far, so we can come back and crochet into this arch. Two, 3. Again, we're going to make a chain. And I will crochet or connect to this flower with a triple crochet stitch. Like this. And I see how does it look like here. It's not squared, it's just looking great. Now I will go and crochet, make a chain, and I can connect this chain right here. I still prefer to connect my netting to the flower base of the petal, not to the edges of the petal, because we have double crochet stitches here. They will be, if you connect to them, they will have tendency to stretch and it will not look very good. So this is how I connect flowers if you have Irish rose in your work. Now I'll go this way, I'll go back, make chain, and this time I will connect to the triple crochet to this motif. to connect to those buttons is an easy knot because it's tough to position them the way you want. And you have to use quite a bit of needles to make this motif stable, because that motif like to move around, and because of that it's not always to move them. So it's again moved, and I wanted this direction, so what I will do, I'll have to take needles out, pins, and repin it. Pin one direction and this direction. That way it will not move anymore. I'll have to go this direction right now. It doesn't make sense to go this way. I'll come back to this area again. Right now I will do this. I can connect to that flower. Right here. It's double crochet stitch or triple crochet stitch. Move it around a little and let's see what's going on. We can place needle right here. We already have needle here. Now let's see where else we will go. And I don't like again what I made, so it's okay sometimes to change your mind and come back and redo everything. And it's all started here. So I will connect my chain all the way, undid everything, and I will connect it here. Can connect over here. And turn again. We'll connect to this place. It's double crochet stitch right over there. Again, you can connect your chain to the motif. This can be challenging sometimes, holding motif with needles and trying to get into it. 3 come in here, and it's okay that your chain getting a little bit shorter because you want to have different sections. As I said before, everything you made with chains and double crochet or triple crochet stitches, you want each of these holes to be different in size and shape. And we can connect right in here. It's double crochet, and I'll put this on the way like this. And this. Okay. Now we can see where else we can go. We can connect to that circle round button again, or we can continue and go there, does not matter, or we can connect in here. That's what I'd probably do. Yep, it will be on the way. I know why it's difficult for me to get into those buttons, because they're made out of metallic thread, and to get in after you make them, impossible sometimes, can be so frustrating. It makes sense for me to go in here, and I will make a little bit longer chain, just like this. I can go there with double crochet stitch. And this time I'm going to connect in here. With anything I can. It can be just as a stitch, with a slip stitch or double crochet, and I probably will connect with slip stitch in here. So I'll get into my flower, pick up a few stitches, and then have to move this thread 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to think where to go. I'll go here. So you see the thought involved to decide where's the best place to go every time you crochet. Make sure that your thread always tight, otherwise your stitches will not look good and your netting will be kind of... So I will connect in here. Yeah, makes sense to just connect from the left. Come into the motif this way. Secure this motif. Here we go. Now reposition it again and chain 1, 2, 3. Still my motif kind of bouncy, so I will position it again. Poke it one more time. And I will connect to this area. Trying to think, one more stitch. And I can do it with a triple crochet. One, 2, 3. I want to secure my button one more time from another side, because I will go into this button this way. From the left is the best to go into the button. I have a problem sticking my hook constantly into some additional here we go, into some additional thread, metallic thread that I don't need. And now I have to move out. Well, I thought I did it, but I didn't. Like this. Oh, I cannot believe it's gone. So you can help yourself with pin and then quickly grab the stitch because it will go away. 1, 2, 3. I made long enough chain to go and put my stitch in here. Double crochet, triple crochet, don't know which one to do yet. Maybe triple. And again I have a problem with this thread in here hanging. Like this. Okay, this is big hole, so I probably better see all my hard work is in vain and I have to redo something. You don't want very big holes, especially next to the buttons. So I will chain 1 and connect with double crochet only. That way my hole will be smaller. So I have another button on the way. I will go in there, and this time what I will do, I will come from here and like this. Connect. Oh, doesn't want to connect. Connect. Again, we better secure this button on both sides because the middle is not enough, obviously, and you don't want the button to move around. Turn your work. You will turn your work quite bad. And we can see where we can go. I'll make one more stitch and I will come in here, triple crochet stitch. So that will do. And don't worry, this is kind of big place, but that's fine. We can go this way. We can make this smaller actually, to make me feel bad. I don't really like huge holes. They depends on what you make. There's some clothes made by some designers, which is absolutely gorgeous. Still big, because I made triple crochet. I was trying to make double and forgot. Double crochet. Okay, now it's better. We can connect to this button with double crochet stitch. Make this shorter chain, 3 stitches of 4, and with double crochet stitch into the button right here. And I've got a bad spot. Now we're fine. You can connect to this place right over there, like one more, and connect this way from the left right into the base right here. The flower, grab the stitch, pull it through, and then again hook back into the stitch and make sure to tie it